Hello guys, Sparrow here, and welcome back to another Gator Thinga Majiggy vlog. As you know, it is week 9 of having a college degree, and it's been an interesting journey. I'll say that for sure. Definitely will be an interesting week. As of this week, I should probably say this date, and right there. July 24th, 2025, or July 25th, as of this recording date, I am officially finished with my community college. I completed the classes that I needed to do, which means that it's on to the next steps of my future career. As I've mentioned to y'all, my future dream is I want to be, put furry visual novels into the mainstream media, like Beastars and Zootopia and, things like that. With the Temptations Ballad and this one I really like, and maybe even this one. We all start somewhere with that. But a dream is a dream, and if I even want to have a chance of making that happen, even if it's only my own animation studio or indie animation group, I need money. Like, a lot of money. So, currently I'm working toward these classes that I just finished up, biology and chemistry, to look for something medically wise that can help me be more financially stable. I mean, this ain't my dream, it's not what I want to do with my life, but at least it'll give me money. It'll give me something that I can rely on. And well, I'm happy to say that I'm on my way to doing that. I don't think I've mentioned this, I might have mentioned this in one of my first blogs, but I am currently working towards becoming something called a histotech. Now, a histotech, at least in my head, I could explain it like this. Like, look at this picture. You see how this doctor right here, they're looking at a microscope, and you see that little glass thing with like a human cell or something, or human tissue. I forget what it's called, but I might put the word right here because I forget. Essentially, there's a group of people who make those, little dishes. Not petri dishes, but, the glass things. And they're called histotechs. And you'd be surprised, at least with what I've seen right here, they make a decent amount of money because apparently, from what I've seen it, they are needed a lot. Because, there's doctors and pathologists and people that look into microscopes. There's not often a lot of people that make those. They've been trying to do it from what I've heard with robots, and it's not really working. I don't know. So, yeah. And that's where I come in. I need to take these biology and chemistry courses just to have a chance to apply. It's been, I can't really get into personals of like where I'm applying to and all that, but it's been kind of rough. Just like how, like the application, or at least like where to apply and like when do I apply and what do I do next. All I know is that if I am going the right direction, I'll be in some sort of program by March of 2027 next year, so it'll be good. But yeah, I mean, and with the fact that my dad happens, at least from my perspective, or at least from what I know, my dad has really good connections, and he's been really helping me a lot with this stuff. So I don't know if he watches this, but shout out to you, Dad. And it's been an interesting journey, and I just can't believe that I'm done with community college. Like, I don't have to ever take it again, unless I, go and take some other classes, which is something I have been thinking about and was suggested to me. Like, with this downtime I have until March, I'm also going to be working and I might do a class, or maybe I might look into something. But this also gives me the perfect opportunity. With all this downtime, I can finally do the Temptations Battle review video. Yeah, I'll be working, but at least I won't have to worry about class in my mind. Like, this will be like my assignment. That's something I'm actually passionate about. I have been working on a script, and I will say that I'm still in chapter 1. I plan on at least doing just all the scripts, chapter 1, 2, and 3, and then working on a video, so that way I don't have to keep going back and forth and just rely on the script and make sure I edit it right. It's something I've always done, at least something I've done since high school. Like I always like put like, oh, like for example, like here's a screenshot of one of my old scripts from that Megamind video. Yeah, the one that has like 50k views on my YouTube. The old script for it. I think I still have the script. I don't know if I might misremember, but if I do, it'll be right here. If not, then I'll just look like a dummy pointing my finger. But I always used to put like, oh, like write down like what I say or what's gonna happen. But then I also put in parentheses like, oh, how to edit this or where to put something, because I often forget. And it's helped me a lot. So, I guess in summary, I'm done with community college, I'm on my way to doing something medical, and I'm gonna finally have some downtime and not have to focus on college so much. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. And then the other thing relating back to last week, I've gotten some really nice messages from my friends when I was talking about the things that have been on my mind, and I appreciate all of you. I mean it. Thank you so much. It's good that people understand this and that people support me so much. I mean, I know I'm young and I still have a long way to go, but like, it's good that there's people out there that can really listen and understand my point of view. But yeah, I guess this big summary, besides, college and downtime and focusing on the future, is, Jitty Sparrow's back, and I'm ready to go back into not just working again because I really need money, but also just making stuff for you guys. I know this is kind of short, but I figured I'd keep y'all up. I'll probably do some title or something of the sort. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And as always, stay sexy. 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 Bye-bye. Hello guys, Jay Sparrow here. Jay Sparrow, the crocodile, gator, thingamajiggy. You know it. It is week 10 of having a college degree. And as I've mentioned last week, I'm officially done with community college, taking those classes. And I'm on my way to potentially working towards a medical program. Hopefully by March I start applying. But like right now I can like go back to work and get money, save up and chill really. I'm available to kind of do my own thing. I think I mentioned this last week, but I also was advised to maybe do a class to see what I like. But there's really nothing else for me to learn, really. I like what I do. I like doing this, and I like art and stuff like that. Maybe I should, like, at least in my mind I was thinking about it, like, maybe I should do some, like, art lessons online. Or at least, I know people are gonna be like, well, what about the friend you've done art lessons with and all that? Well, I'll be honest, I'm forgetting to remind the guy and to talk to the guy about it, because, I mean, I've been distracted and busy, and he has as well. And honestly, I mean, I had bought all this stuff. Like, I literally bought a free manga book, this one right here. And, I mean, I haven't really used it, and I need to. I need to start actually going into that, because, like, art isn't something I'm just gonna magically master in, like, a day. I mean, check out, like, look at these artists I like right here, like, these specific furry artists, like, those guys started somewhere. I mean, yeah, some of them are not NSFW, which I can't show their art on YouTube, but, like, hey, they all started somewhere, they went from, like, basic line art and stuff to like having shading and having their own style and things like that. Especially my favorite artist right here, Shirokoi. You know, the guy that created Repeat and Temptations Ballad, which is my favorite visual novel. But yeah, that's what I've been thinking about doing. And then other than that, I think at least my friends who watches notice my stats as like being less active on Discord. I've noticed that like I've been scrolling on Discord a lot, and my attention span is so bad where I just scroll through like art or whatever messages and drama is happening, and it's like nothing against my friends, but it's just like I need to focus on me, you know, like go outside and swim, like look at my options, and like, you know. And I'm doing that also by, I used to just scroll on YouTube Shorts. I don't have like TikTok or anything, but I used to scroll on Twitter and YouTube Shorts, but I realized that that's not really helping, or I should say, I realized it's not really helping, you know, my attention span. So I'm trying to fix it. I know the future I have in mind, it's obviously going to be like I have to be online and, you know, social, but it's just like I can do that while also having good attention span, like not getting distracted so easily. Because you know, my dream and the things I want to do, you know, I gotta be not perfect. I ain't asking myself to be perfect. I just gotta be at least more focused. And then, other than that, I've been listening to a lot of music lately, watching more YouTube videos of like, I don't know, like stuff that makes me laugh and be funny. Like, one of my favorite YouTubers is, at least these two. I love H2O Delirious. He always makes me laugh, and him and his friends, whether it's him with the Vanoss crew or him with his current set of friends, like Cartoons and Kyle and Dead Square, like, amazing stuff. I've been watching him since like the GTA 5 Avalanche days. Like, if y'all know what I'm talking about, I might put a thumbnail for that video right here, specifically. And then the other one I like a lot, at least recently, I like Queso. He's very cool. I also am watching Jynxzi a lot. I know Jynxzi's a bit unhinged, but he's also inspired me to actually get back into Rainbow Six Siege, which I haven't played in like years. But like the way he reacts and stuff, and the way he plays, and like all the videos he does, and I'm just like, you know what? I want to get back into it. I mean, I played too much Fortnite for my own good, especially with the new season that just came out, and all that. And yes, I bought this, what they're calling the Gooner bait bundle right here. Listen, I like it. But yeah, I played too much Fortnite, and I want me to show for my own sanity. I have so many games on my PC too that I just need to like want to do. But I think it's just the fact that, again, my attention spans not. It's as a YouTube video was saying, I'll probably put the thumbnail right here. Your attention span is not like weak, it's early. I mean, not like if you were to watch a video or you play a video game, like if it's like there's not excitement like immediately, something that keeps carrying you, you immediately go away. And also shout out to this guy, I watched his video and it helped me a lot. So now I'm like catching myself, like purposely focusing and catching myself, like, hey, like no skipping through the video, no holding down the screen so I can make it like 2 times speed, like nothing like that. Which is why, which brings me back to where my current Discord status is. I think it says like less active on Discord, you know, I'll do this, blah blah blah. Essentially being like, I don't want to be like someone that just scrolls on their phone anymore. I'm trying to like the only time I'll really use my phone is obviously like to call my parents, family, and whatnot. Maybe I'll watch a YouTube video. I also do use it sometimes to help me sleep because I listen to white noise, and I have a night mask, a sleeping mask that I put on. I like a certain type of white noise, not just like rain in the background. You might hear it in the background here, like, but like that's the type of what you call it, like here. Like I like ambience. Like I like the. Like I also put an example of a video I recently watched, like this one, where it's not just like regular like rain ambience. Because the thing is, like, naturally it's fine to me, but when it's like if you put it in a video and it's artificial, sometimes it loops and my brain just instinctively catches it. Like, hey, it's looping. This video specifically I've been watching, especially like the first segment of it, is really good. At least to me. Y'all can check it out. But like, other than that, I guess you could summarize this week as like I'm trying to focus on me and trying to focus on not just being J Sparrow, but the person I am IRL. I'm not saying that they're separate things. No. I mean, like, when I'm on here, y'all know me as J Sparrow, but IRL, obviously, my name is something else that I don't want to say. Or maybe you'll find in my older videos from college and stuff. I don't know. But other than that, what did I say? Recap of last week. New things this week, focusing on me. And then the future? Well, if I really do this well, and I look back at this, I'll go from, I don't know, being the student to an artiste. And I'm not saying that I want to be like, when I grow up, I want to be like influential, like the greatest, like I don't want to be like, I know I'm in the furry fandom and I want to do this dream of that I've said a million times. But I don't want to become like the Michael Jackson of the fucking furry community where like I'm like the greatest of all time. No. I'd feel like, I mean, I like the attention, but I feel guilty. Because I mean, like, there's people better than me. Or there are going to be people better than me. Or below me. Not being rude, but like it's a fandom as a community. And it's like, I feel like no one's perfect, no one's perfectly equal, but I think that's how it should be, you know? So I want to be like if I stand out a little bit as like one of the big like furry creators, that'd be cool. If I don't, then at least I do what I do and I'm happy, you know? Like, I'm not asking it to be like Ash Coyote or Fluke Husky, like nothing, like no big name like that. Those guys are amazing and they are totes better than what I could accomplish. Why? I mean, those guys have been there for years, and like they're amazing. Especially Majira, who's the first ever furry YouTuber I ever came across, and I consider him one of the OGs. He's better. His videos back then, especially like his prime, better than. Oh, I don't know. Just, I guess if you're new to the furry fandom, like he's like one of the things that. One of the people that you watch, right? Because if you get into a sport, you like baseball, you'd know about like famous baseball players like Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds, or you know, Shohei Ohtani. Majira is like one of the big famous ones. Like he's like, oh, furry fan. Like you think of like Majira, or Telephone, or Fluke Husky, or even Ash Coyote, who makes amazing documentaries. Cinematography. Chef's kiss. But I guess I'm not. I don't think the world revolves around me or anything. I just wanna, you know, be me. And maybe I get attention, maybe I won't, or maybe I make myself happy. Happiness is the most important thing to me. I want to do this and like feel like, wow, I did it. And I know I'm going to. Because unless there's another human being like me that has the same idea, then I don't know. Anyways, guys, this has been week 10 of having a college degree. I guess in summary, JD Sparrow is going IRL or focusing on myself. JD Sparrow equals out of the water. since, you know, crocodiles usually, you know, they lurk in the water like, you know, like this. Their eyes are like this. No, oop, they pop out. I guess instead of being like this the whole time, I'm like this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support, especially from my friends. As always, you guys have a wonderful day and stay sexy. Bye bye.